Hey guys, it's Chee Nou from Sun and Rush here. Welcome to our studio. I'm gonna give you guys just a quick tour of our studio here in Vancouver. So come on in. We're just getting moved. We're just moving in. We still got more things to move, but this is the gist of it. Got our studio desk there, and all our guitars here. The guitars that we use. These are all mine. Those are Joe's. And yeah, this is our studio. Welcome.
Where are you from? How old are you?
Okay. Yeah, so I was born in Maple Ridge, which is about 30 minutes out of Vancouver, and we're still here. We call it the Greater Vancouver area. Been here my whole life, grew up here, and all my friends and everybody's here. 24 years old, and yeah, basically been here the whole time and love it here.
Okay. When did Sun and Rush come out?
Sun and Rush. Okay, yeah, so it's been a good probably about 10 years since we came out. Couldn't have been more than 14 or 15 years old. I'm thinking 2006, probably around this time. So yeah, Pat and Joe and I, we were the original three, and we were, Pat had this idea to put a project together, but we weren't sure of where it would go. And she got me and Joe, and we just went to Joe's house at that time in the basement and recorded. And we came out with our very first song that night called Chee Nou, which you'll hear in the new album here. It's the slow version.
Okay. Who's in Sun and Rush?
So Sun Rush is myself. I play lead guitar. My sister Pat, of course, is the vocalist, and Joe is our guitar player, the other guitar player. And we have Roger on drums and Cam on bass. And those are all my brothers and my sister here. Yeah, we're all siblings.
Yeah, how did you guys get into music?
Well, I've always been, as far as I can remember, I've always been around music. My brothers were put into a band by my uncle when they were in their teens. And I've always been around, like every time they would practice and jam, I would always be there, just watching them, in and out of there, being a little kid. And yeah, I've always it's always been something that's been close to me the whole time, not knowing that I would be in that band many years later. And my sister's always been doing her vocal thing on the side as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got started.
Who are your influences and favorite musicians?
Favorite musicians? Well, I was influenced by a lot of, from what I can remember, as I was growing up, I would hear lots of 80s music, like 80s rock. That came from my uncle, passed down to my brothers. They would play that, and then I would hear them playing the music. Like you got bands like Scorpions, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses. These are the main bands that I heard growing up, and I've kind of catered our sound sort of to that, right? Yeah.
And what type of music are you into listening?
I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. There's not one specific genre that I listen to. Although I do play rock music, I like to say I play hard rock music, but I listen to anything from, you got jazz to rap to hip hop to anything that has a good melody that catches, that sounds good to my ears. I'll listen to that and I'll incorporate my own sort of, rock into that. Yeah.
Okay. What type of music do you guys play?
That's a good question. It'll be hard to put us into one specific genre, but I'd say we're more alternative rock. We do have a little touch of country into that too, just because, if you come here to Vancouver, you'll see that we're surrounded by mountains and fields and rivers. I think a lot of that has to do with the influence of our music and stuff too. Really where your surroundings are, that's really where you base your music off of. But for the most part, we're rock. Yeah.
And what type of message do you guys bring out in your music?
Message. I wouldn't say there's one specific message or message in general. I think that, for over the years, I've seen a lot of young kids who never knew how to speak music, or don't even know how to speak music speak Hmong now, when they listen to our music, you can what we can see from them is that they can actually sing our songs, right? Even though they can't speak it, we have different ethnics singing our music, and I think that puts a positive vibe towards all that. I think the main influence is basically, not from going from not knowing to all of a sudden knowing, and that's what preserves your language, right? We didn't intentionally do that, but I think from our music, it kind of did that itself. Yeah.
And what else do you do besides music? What are your favorite hobbies?
I spend a lot of time, like 90% of the time, doing music. When you guys see us do Sudden Rush stuff, it's all our Sudden Rush. But for me, aside from that, I do a lot of I manage a music store as well, and I teach guitar. And aside from that, our other hobbies, you can find us, during the off season, we'll be doing a little bit of hunting, fishing, camping, a lot of stuff like that. We do a lot of outdoor stuff in BC, where we're from here, and that's what we do. Yeah.
What are your future plans in music?
Future plans in music, I think we're just gonna keep going and do what we do. Whenever the next album comes out is when it comes out. We just keep doing what we do. Get some shows booked, come out to see you guys, and play shows and have fun, man. It's all about having fun and doing what you love doing, right? We love playing shows, so you're gonna see a lot of us doing that. Yeah.
What do you think about the new artists now compared to before, like 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, well, I've been on the scene for the last 10 years now. Just from that 10 year that we've been around here, all the new artists with the new technologies, and all the new ways to sort of get your music out there, like YouTube and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Back in the day, if I think that we had all that, I think all these other artists would get their chance to shine a little bit, right? Do their thing. But there's so many new amazing artists these days, right? The names go on. I can name so many people, but I wouldn't say there's one that was better than the other, or back in the day was better, but it was a lot harder to get your music out back in the day, unless you were some huge, you made a crazy song, right? That's it. Yeah.
What future cities are you planning to come to?
Well, I have a lot of. I love traveling, so playing city to city is something that I really, really want to do. I think cities that we'd like to see as a band, as Sudden Rush, for sure. We left off at Fresno, so we want to come back to Fresno for sure. I think going back to North Carolina would be nice. We got places like Arkansas, Colorado. Going back to Seattle would be nice, and just hit up all the cities. Michigan, go to Michigan, Detroit, or all those different cities, and just go where all the Hmong people are. Just visit everybody. Give them a good show.
Advice for new artists coming out.
New artists. The best advice I could do is, that I can say possibly is, stay true to yourself and just do what you do. Don't take any shit from no one else, right? Just do your thing. Play as many shows as you can. Get as much of your music out there. Promote. It's the way to go. There's so many ways to promote your music nowadays and get yourself out there. Get out there, put your name on it. The more aggressive you go, the more people are gonna notice you, right? Don't be lazy and do like, okay, one album here. Don't post for a long time. Do your thing, man. If it's what you're really passionate about, spend every day doing it. Every hour, every chance that you get out there, play as many shows. Take as many shows as you can. Sometimes if you play free shows, if you're just want to get up there, take all the shows that you can and play, right? And go from there. Yeah. Shout-outs. Let's see. What would be a good shout-out? I wouldn't know. I just want to, okay, yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to all our fans from all over the U.S. Thanks for supporting all of us. I can't possibly name one single person, but just all our fans in general, all the Sunrise fans that have been with us since the start, who found us on MySpace, who listened to our Hmong, and kind of got us going. Without the listeners and getting everyone's support and saying we should make a new album, even the new album, without everyone's support, it would be hard to sort of get together and do it. Yeah, looking forward to see everybody this year, and hopefully we'll be coming to a city near you soon. Yeah, of course. Huge shout out to Jay for coming all the way out from Fresno to Vancouver here and visiting us. It's not very many people come out here to see us, so big shout out to Jay, and yeah, hopefully we'll do this again soon, right?